Hi grade 5s, welcome to another recorded math lesson. Today's title is Performing Reflections on a Grid. Our learning intentions and success criteria are: I am learning to describe and analyze the position and motion of shapes so that I can identify, describe, and perform a transformation of a shape or object. I'll know I have it when I can reflect shapes on a grid and describe their positions and orientations. Okay, so reflections are very, very similar to symmetry, like we did last lesson. And all you're doing is creating a symmetrical shape, or the shape might not be symmetrical, but the entire image will be symmetrical on the opposite side of a line of reflection. So here we have a triangle, and I've got a line of reflection beside it. And now all I have to do is create the mirror image, or the reflection, of this shape on the opposite side of the line. Now, I know it's not going to be something like this, because that would actually be a translation. It has slid over that line, and that's not what we want. We want an actual reflection. Okay, now another word for a reflection is a flip. So we're going to actually be flipping this triangle over the line of reflection, which is this line right here. Okay? All right, so the easiest way to do this is to look at the points of the shape and start with the points and then add the lines in later. So I see that this point is 1 unit away from the line. So I'm going to move 1 unit in the opposite direction. I'm going to put that point there. Okay? Then from that point, the next point is 1, 2, 3, 4 points away, 4 units away. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 units away from that. Okay? Then lastly, I'm going to go to the final point, which is 4, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4 points above that last point I just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And then all I have to do is just fill that in with a straight line. Okay, so I'm going to use a purple line. I'm going to fill the points in just like this. Oh, that one was a little bit off. There we go. And there we go. And now I have reflected the original shape. Okay, so now you might also encounter a question where it asks you to start by drawing your own line of reflection. Okay, so you can draw the line of reflection anywhere you'd like. Okay, so you could draw it right here, and then you just reflect over that line. You could draw it right here. You could even draw your line of reflection in the middle, and that would be a little bit more tricky because then you would be overlapping. So I don't recommend doing that, but it is possible to do that if you ever encounter a question where the line of reflection is in the center of the shape. Okay, so it might ask you to draw the line of reflection, and then it will also ask you to complete that reflection. So let's do that. So I'm going to draw my line of reflection right here like I originally showed you. Okay. Now this one's quite simple because actually 2 of our points are right on the line. Okay. And now this point here is 1 unit away from the line right there. And this point here is again 1 unit away from the line on the other direction. And now all I have to do is just connect the dots. All right, and now that shape has been reflected. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I am going to make my line of reflection, let's do a vertical line of reflection right here. Okay. So I'm now 2 units away from the line on this side. Okay, then I'm 4 away, continuing in the other direction. Okay, and then in the middle of those 2 lines, I'm 4 up. So right there. And again, I'm just going to connect them with a line, with a straight line. Just like that. There we go. We've got our reflection. Okay, I could also have done my reflection going this way. You can choose, right? You don't have to do it any one way unless it specifically tells you to do it that way. If it were this way, I would have had a triangle that looked a little something like, oh, I ran out of, oh no I didn't. Yes I did, I ran out of room. It would have looked oh no I didn't run out of room. Miss Hens is going crazy today. It would have looked like this. There, awesome. Okay, let's do, oh no, that's not. We're not gonna do one more. That's okay, I'm a little bit crazy today. Okay, so your worksheet is performing reflections on a grid. It's on Google Classroom and it is due tomorrow.